Hi Paul, here's what I actually do in this situation. I just have a folder here. I create a new folder. I call it old, whatever you want to call it. All right, let's say for example my buy side page I'm going to make some changes to. I want to whittle down the code, only display certain things. Cool. But maybe some point in time in the future I want to have that back. So I just make a copy of the page first, and then I toss it in the old folder, just in case I ever need anything on that page back. Right. Then I physically open the page and I go through and I get rid of, I just look through the code. There's stuff you can see in here, right? Obviously, like bits and pieces that you're not using. A good example may be the something in the left side column, right? Say you didn't want the side menu or the recent events. Just get rid of it out of that editable region, like so. And then that way your page isn't loading extra code. I mean, we're talking just 1 or 2 kilobytes here. It's not a huge difference. If you had a really big page, I mean, there's nothing in these templates that is overly large, but that's sort of one way. The other way is just to simply, up here in the head of your page, is a style region. You see this? Visibility hidden, display none. We've already got it in there for you, right? And we use this for the left, the right, the center info boxes. You just have to find out the style, the name of the container that's holding whatever your content is, and just hide it. For example, let's say, for example, you didn't want this optional content to display. Well, there's the ID. There's the name of there's the ID right there, optional content, right? So you just basically go up here, hit the pound sign, type in, optional underscore content, and then you just use the visibility hidden display none right here, and then boom, that particular area in the page is just hidden from browsers. It won't be displayed or anything like that. And as far as I know, Google won't actually search for anything. So SEO options, so if you're trying to hide text and be sneaky and things like that, that content, according to a browser, is actually not visible to a user, so it won't be searched. From what I know. Things change all the time though. But Google's very much about whatever the user sees and the user experiences. So if you've got text that is visible to a user, it will search for it, or it will spider it. If it's not visible to a user, it won't spider it. So anyways, those are the two options I go with. Basically just find the tag, and of course the other way to do it is just in your code view. Let's say you didn't want this box here to be displayed, right? So you can sort of click in it, then you can go to the code view and figure out whereabouts you are, right? Box 4, that's the class right there that contains all that middle stuff. And of course you can play around with it. You can hide the class of box 4, which would be, instead of using the pound sign, if it's a class, you use a period, right? Delete this out here, box 4, and then we'll just use the tab to line it up, right? And then you save it, you preview your page, you go, oh, that took away more than I wanted. Then you just keep digging down until you find the stuff you want to hide, and then you can list it all up here in this individual page.